LinkedIn. Happy Valentine's Day, the day of love. And today is the second day in a row I'm going to talk about romance, because why not around this time of the year? Why not to spice things up and create some romance in life? If you have not yet seen yesterday's live, go ahead and watch it. It was incredible. It was all about romancing your life, finding the beautiful little things in life to romanticize, how to really enjoy life to the fullest, how to make the small things big things, how to create meaning all day, every day, in absolutely everything that you do and who you are every single day. And today I want to talk about romancing your business. And I'm so excited to speak about this because I don't think anyone on this planet talks about romancing their business. Maybe some people do, I don't know. But in this corner of the internet, I want to invite you to have a conversation about romancing your business, romancing your career, romancing your work, romancing whatever it is that you do professionally. Because first things first, if you don't build a really solid, beautiful, romantic relationship with your business, with your work, with your career, you know what happens? Basically, you're treating your work, your business, your career. I'm gonna say a very naughty word. You're treating it as a slut. And it's not nice, right? You're just using your work and your business to make money. Most people on this planet do things professionally just to make money. And how is that not treating it as a slut? How is that? We don't want that kind of relationship. I don't want that kind of relationship. But there was a time also in my own journey where I treated my business as a slut. And what I mean with that is that I was so much in scarcity, and I was so much in, like, how do I make this work phase of my own business, that the only thing that I really cared about at the time was paying my bills, making money, paying taxes, and basically making sure that I survive and I don't have to sleep at the beach. Or I don't have to, in worst case scenario, go back to Lithuania and live with my family during cold winters. That would be the ultimate worst case scenario for me. And so I know what it feels like to treat your work, even though it initially started with a bigger purpose, with a meaning behind, with the desire to make the world a better place. But then, bit by bit, it starts kind of creeping in with all the bills lining up, with all the neediness, with this feeling like, oh, I need to really make it work somehow. Especially if you've never had a business before, especially if you're just starting. And if you're not starting, maybe you are already pretty damn established. Maybe you've had your professional career for the last 20, 30, 40 years, and yet your relationship with your career is not great. It just feels like, oh, I just need to go to work. I need to wake up in the morning. I hate Mondays. It sucks. I need to wear all these suits and all these boring clothes, and it's annoying, and all these people. A lot of people have that feeling. But I don't want you to have that feeling. I want you to romanticize your entire life, all of it. All of it, including your professional life. That is why I personally do not believe in the statement life-work balance, because life is including your work, and your work is a part of your life. So work-life balance makes absolutely zero sense. Why would you separate the two? So when you start romanticizing your work, your business, your career, your professional part of your life, first, what happens is that you start dating it. You start dating your business. You start dating your work. You start dating your ideas. You start flirting with them. You're like, that would be so awesome to do that thing. It would be so amazing to build such a startup. It would be so amazing to make such a difference in the world. It would be such an amazing thing to work on this project and to see it come to fruition, and to see it developed and evolved and so beautiful. And maybe it's a real estate project, for example, that you have this big vision to build a, I don't know, a retreat center that's so gorgeous, so luxurious, with such an incredible architecture that the world has never seen anything like this before. How is that not a sexy thought? How is that not something to flirt with? How is that not something to be so excited about? And so you start dating. You start inviting more and more ideas into your field. You start getting more and more excited about all of these different ways to run your business, to make deals, to involve different people. And there are infinite ideas out there, and you're just flirting with all of them. And some of them feel more magnetic, more irresistible, more aligned, more exciting. And some of them are like, yeah, well, it's a cool idea, but maybe not for me. It's a cool idea, but I don't really vibe with it as much. You see how that's exactly the same way, the way it is in the dating world? You feel into the vibe of people that you are going out with, right? And so you're dating people, you're dating ideas, you're treating your business like this. And then you start entering the honeymoon phase. And in the honeymoon phase, you choose some of the ideas. You choose maybe one idea, maybe a couple of ideas, and you really engage with them. You really start feeling them. You're feeding them. You're like, oh my God, what do I need to do in order to, grow this idea into something bigger? What do I need to do in order to, seduce them? to actually make them happen? What do I need to do for those ideas to feel attracted to me? It's not just about me that I'm attracted to those ideas. What about a mutual attraction to each other? What do I need to do in order to make that happen? Who do I need to be in order to become the person who makes this happen? And so in the honeymoon phase, everything seems to be so exciting, so juicy, so beautiful, so amazing, so perfect. You know how often in the honeymoon you feel like that idea or that person that you're dating is just perfect. They are perfect. There is nothing wrong with them. They are flawless. It's exactly the same with ideas, with business, with work. But then the honeymoon phase starts to fade, and then you start noticing the little things that aren't that perfect. You start noticing, like, maybe it will take way too long for me to to accomplish this. Maybe it's very risky. Maybe I don't have the resources. Maybe I didn't think about the fact that I will need an entire team to make something like this happen. And so you start noticing all of the things that you didn't really think of before. And that's not a bad thing. You just become more realistic. And so instead of feeling turned off by all of these imperfections, now you become the problem solver. You become the one who's like, no, wait a second, I'm going to pursue it. I'm not letting go of my dreams, of my ideas, just because they're not perfect. I'm not going to stop dating someone just because they're not perfect. And so you become the pursuer. You become the one who's like, you know what? I really, really want this. I really want this to work. It feels right. In my soul, in my heart, it feels like the exact right thing for me to pursue. And so, as someone who is excellent in committing to something that really means a lot to you, you decide to do whatever it takes. You decide to work towards making it happen. You decide that nothing is going to stop you. And that's precisely what happened when I decided to start my own business back in October 2019. Back then, without having any role models, without having anyone in my life to learn from how to run my own business, who do I need to be in order to be an entrepreneur? I said to myself, I will never go back to how I lived before. I am giving myself 12 months to make it happen. There is absolutely no way I am not going to succeed. I will not have a plan B, and I will make it work. That was the way I committed to my own journey, to my own purpose, to my path, because it meant the world to me. Helping people all over the world to live happier, more aligned lives? Are you kidding me? Like, I could do it for the rest of my life without even getting paid. If for the rest of my life I needed to do something without even getting paid, that would be it. Having deep, powerful conversations, helping people have epiphanies, aha moments, realize where they were holding themselves back and finding passion, igniting passion so that they go and take action and change their lives and do amazing things and create a better world. I could do it all day, every day without even getting paid. So since the very beginning, since day zero, I committed to this journey to keep doing it, striving for it, making it happen, no matter what. Zero excuses. Was it easy? No, it wasn't. Was it always fun? No, it wasn't. Was it challenging? You bet. You bet it was. But was it and is it still worth it? Holy moly guacamole. Of course it is. Is the most incredible journey to pursue something that means the world to you. Is the most incredible journey to commit to yourself, to your dreams, to your future, to your vision, to helping other people, serving other people, growing as an individual, as a leader, as a professional. It's incredible. And so suddenly you find yourself switching from dating phase into honeymoon phase. And then suddenly you find yourself being committed to your business, to your work, to your career. But not in this like, okay, well, now I guess game is over. The marriage has happened. I have married my idea, my work, and for the rest of my life, it's going to suck. I mean, that's not really a fun way to look at your work, isn't it? Just like it's not a fun way to look at your marriage or your long-term relationship. And so that's when you're being challenged to continue being genuinely interested in your partner, in your idea, in your project, in your work, in your business, to keep innovating, to keep spicing things up, to keep feeling like you're shifting things around so that there is some new energy in the business. There's something new that you're doing, creating, you're expressing yourself in a new way, something you have never done before. You're stretching your comfort zone constantly. You're growing, you're expanding. You're never stagnating in the same place. You're never stuck in the same place. If there's something that's not quite working, you're identifying what the hell is happening? What do I need to change? What do I need to shift? Whose support I need to get some more clarity, to get some coaching, to get some mentorship, to move things forward, to move the needle. And so you are committed to the journey. And just as in romantic relationships, you're not just focused on how you are going to end the relationship, the end goal. Because that's at the end goal. The end is the end, right? And that's what people don't realize, that when they're talking about the destination or the end goal, the result, in relationships, what they're actually talking about is how it's going to be at the end. And that's precisely the same with business, career, work. You don't want to just focus on the end result, on the end, on the exit, on, okay, well, now I guess it was fun. It's done. I'm happy. I'm going to sell it for 3 billion gazillion. rupees and go and retire and drink cocktails in Fiji for the rest of my life. If that's your goal, then you're honestly doing everything the wrong way around because you have no idea what will happen. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know, a wall falls on you and you're gone. So why are you so obsessed with the end result? You don't even know what will happen tomorrow. So the idea behind is to focus on the now. You don't want to work on your relationship tomorrow. You don't want to work on your business tomorrow. You don't want to work on your relationship and your business 10 years from now. You don't want to be happy 10 years from now. Isn't that a ridiculous thought? Oh, I will, like now I'm too busy, so I will just postpone it and I will make sure that I'm happy 10 years from now. 10 years from now, I will hire a coach, a therapist, a mentor. 10 years from now, I will hire a fitness trainer and I will lose 20 pounds 10 years from now because right now I'm too busy. Isn't this ridiculous to even think in that direction? The whole point is that your life is happening right now. Your relationships are happening right now. Your business is happening right now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not 10 years from now, right now. And so, do you want to have an incredible relationship with your business? Do you want to enjoy your business? Do you want to enjoy your relationship? Do you want to enjoy your life? Do you want to be happy right now? Or are you going to postpone it? Well, that is not going to go very well. Kind of steering your ship towards divorce. That's not how I personally would choose to live, but I mean, I'm not judging. It's just a little bit strange, I would say. And so when you start approaching life like this, it's kind of like you can even start writing love letters to your business. It's like, oh my God, I love my work so much. It's so amazing. And listen, I'm not talking about things that are not your favorite things. In every work, in every business, there are things that you are not completely in love with. But I bet that there are things that you do enjoy more than others. And that's what I want you to romanticize. Sending those love letters to the things that you love doing, sending those love letters to the things that you like less, and still finding joy and peace in doing that. And still finding reasons why it's great that you do it because you grow, you evolve, you learn something new, you build your skill set, you become a better leader, whatever it is. You keep growing, you keep evolving, you keep moving forward. And when you treat your work, your business, your career this way, it becomes this beautiful, seductive process of like, how can I make my business more exciting? How can I feel like my business, my work is irresistible? How can I fall in love with my work so that I will never want to retire? Because listen, I personally don't think I will ever want to retire. Honestly, I don't think there will be a day when I'm 80 years old and I don't want to see other people thrive and I don't want to have these kind of conversations with you guys. I don't think it will be the case that I'm with completely white hair, lots and lots of wrinkles on my face and the entire skin. And I'm like, leave me alone. I don't want to have these kind of conversations. It's too deep. I just want to watch TV. I honestly don't think that day is ever gonna come. And that's how I want you to feel about your work. That's how I want you to feel about your business. I want you to be so in love with it that you can't imagine it ever get boring. Like, oh gosh, my work, my clients, but that would be that's crazy. Like my mind can't even comprehend such a potential. To me, it's not a potential. And so all of this to say is that I want you to be intimate. I want you to be intimate with your work, with your career, with your ideas, with your purpose, with why you are on this planet. Why do you do what you do? Why did you start this business to begin with? Or why do you feel inspired to start something? Maybe you haven't started it yet, but why do you feel inspired to start something? I want you to become really intimate with those thoughts, with those ideas, and play and flirt with those ideas. And you're like, because it gives me a sense of joy. It gives me thrill. It adds spice in my life. I get easily bored with, things just being exactly the same as every single other day, as if I'm reliving the Groundhog Day. And so doing this makes me feel alive. It challenges me. It challenges my thinking. It challenges my nervous system. It challenges my emotional intelligence. It makes me grow and become better and better and better in what I do and how I do it. And it makes me expand as a person. And I feel like it makes me more and more proud of who I become. But I don't do it for other people and to get validation or anything like that. I just do it because it makes me feel amazing. And when I feel amazing, then other people who join the party feel amazing too. That's what I want you to experience in your business, in your work, in your professional life. But the thing is that this is a lifelong journey. This is a slow burn. And sometimes it might feel like you're actually burning and is burning your butt, and you're like, oh my God, something needs to change. I feel like I'm not moving anywhere. And I feel like I'm stepping, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And it's just kind of annoying. But that's the beauty of this journey. The slow burn is how you become a master in your craft, in your art, in your skill set, in your leadership. There are some people who say it's better. I don't remember how they say it. Something along the lines that it's better to go slow than to go in the wrong direction. That's basically the point. So it's better to burn slowly than burn to the ground and just be like, oh, well, that didn't work. And I burned myself out and it wasn't fun. And I just did it for money. And I just did it because I felt like I had to. I just did it to prove myself. I just did it because I wanted my dad to be proud of me. But honestly, I hated every second of it. How is that beneficial to anybody to approach it this way? It's not, and it will never be. And so I want you to really embrace the journey, embrace the fun roller coaster with all of its ups and downs, with all of its ebbs and flows. And sometimes there will be stagnation, and sometimes you will feel stuck, and sometimes you will face all these challenges. And sometimes you will be like, oh my God, why am I always on the edge? Why do I keep coming back to the edge? And then next thing you see, you have all the success flowing to you. You have all of the new ideas and all of the innovations and all of the incremental movements. And so the journey just keeps going, and it's fun and it's exciting. And it makes you feel so alive every single morning. You wake up, you open your eyes, and you're like, oh my God, it's going to be a fun day or a challenging day. Either way is going to be an interesting day. So this is how I want you to approach business. This is how I want you to approach your work, your professional life, your personal life, yourself, everything, everything in your entire life. This is how I want you to live. This is how I want you to feel. Because I promise you, when you approach it like this, life feels so freaking different on a momentary basis. Every single moment of your day feels so full, so rich, so exciting, so beautiful. That's how I want you to live your life. Hello, Giedrius, Lithuanian. Sounds like the grind forest have left you long time ago. Isabel, well said, thank you, and have a beautiful Valentine's Day. You're right on. You must work for your passion and dreams, love of your goals and your business. Just what I need to hear today. I'm so happy to hear that, Isabel. And Urvashi, how would you approach this perspective in the corporate world? As a digital product designer, I'm trying to have my work be seen as a partnership with business, product management, and technology, meaningful, long-term, and continuous ROI of the design investment. Well, I've been in the corporate world for a while, and I can tell you the following. You just need to work on your identity, fall in love with your craft as a product designer, fall in love with whatever it is that you do, commit to the journey of becoming excellent, really just committing to the journey of mastery and excellence and being like, oh my God, I absolutely love doing this thing. And so what happens eventually is that you outgrow your position, you outgrow the company, you outgrow the team, you outgrow your boss, even your manager. And not necessarily that suddenly you have to leave the company or shift gears in career. You can still grow in the same direction, up and up and up in your career, right? But now, not because you have to prove yourself, but because you're so in love with your craft and you're so excellent at what you do that it becomes undeniable. You become irreplaceable. And so your team members, your manager, your boss, or new companies to which you would apply will feel instantly that you know what you're talking about, that you know what you're doing, that you're excellent at it, and that you love it. And I promise you, people who hire, they are definitely looking for your passion. Because if there are two candidates and both of them are same level skill set, but one of them has far more passion, far more excitement, far more eagerness, far more determination, far more just love for this work. They're excited to grow and evolve and move forward and innovate. That person is clearly way more likely to get the job. So that would be my answer. All right. So I will leave you with that. Enjoy the day of love, however you're celebrating it today. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. If there's anything you want to ask, if you want to work with me one-on-one, if you want to join the intimate talks on Telegram group or listen to them on my Redefining Success podcast, feel free to do so. My DMs are open for you to share your vision if you feel like you are on the edge of jumping and leaping. I will be so excited to read what it is that you want to create in your life and in your work, in your business. Speak to you very soon. Have a beautiful day, and I love you. Ciao, ciao.